Welcome back to the Ascent, everyone. There's been a bit of a gap since we took out Celine at the end of the last episode. We got access to the Pinnacle for the first time after jumping through some hoops and made it as far as Ascent HQ before having to run all the way back down here to the Warrens to meet up with our completely trustworthy hacker accomplice. We unfortunately seem to need his help to figure out how to reboot the Ascent AGI back in the Pinnacle and find out why things collapsed. He's about to pull a bit of a jerk move.
Found our location and they're twisting my arm hard. Had to do this. OV found our location and they're twisting my arm hard. Had to do this.
Request alternate channel from Loghead.
Hey, sorry about that. But you owed me one, remember? Now we're even. Sorry it took so long for the backup to come online. The plan was never for you to face those assholes alone, but, you know, plans. Come on over, we'll get this sorted. Look at you! Not a scratch. I figured you could handle whatever OV threw at you, but never a bad thing to even out the odds a bit, right? Look, that spiel about the tuning fork was bullshit. I had to lure you over here.
No, kid. We are fully aware you did not uphold your end of the bargain.
Ah, my man! What the fuck are you talking about? You got your little ambush. Not my fault your people got wasted because they sucked.
Your handiwork on those turrets was visible to an infantile child, Knockhead. You have now been blacklisted. My people will flatline you on sight. Have a good day.
Wow. I've never seen Hung angry before. Definitely made this whole gig worth it. Probably should beef up security around here someday. Anyway, I can hack the quantum field from here. In fact, it's already done. Another favor you owe me. By the way, what the Foreign told you about the Y-Corp AGI cracking the access codes to the cognitive core is refined hogwash. Those codes are absolutely uncrackable. Quantum encryption. Y-Corp must have acquired them somehow, though I can't for the life of me figure out how. Yes, I was listening in. Sorry. I'm not sorry.
Now we've had to backtrack down a little farther to revisit dNexus. If you remember last time we were down here, there were some areas we couldn't reach, and now's our chance to explore those and get what we need to recover the Ascent AGI. Fortunately, on this visit, I think I'm a little better equipped with energy damage and some useful augments.
cognitive core. We are standing inside a fully sentient mind flesh. Do you feel awe?
And you guessed it, here we have yet another enemy rush area defense sequence. I was starting to dread these at this point a little bit, although they were getting easier as I got more powerful.
Hey, you got
That
multiple
said,
red-eye
this
slab
one still
killers
didn't go
converging on your
completely
boss.
smoothly.
Looks like a volatile mix of OV flatliners and CGTs.
We're facing assaults on all our positions. We'll send backup if we can, but don't expect it.
Let's try that again and not throw my reju field in the worst place ever.
Hey, you got multiple red-eye slavery killers converging on your paws. Looks like a volatile mix of OV flatliners and CGTs.
We're facing assaults on all our positions. We'll send backup if we can, but don't expect it. AGI is now online. All bow.
Excellent work, Operative. Now get back up here. It's Q&A time.
Alright, so now we need to get ourselves back out. Fortunately, this isn't such a long trek, as I know from visiting Ascent HQ that there's a back exit here that will take us straight back up to the Pinnacle.
Operative, your access now includes an executive elevator which can take you directly from the sublevels to the Pinnacle. No need to thank us.
And here we are, back in the Pinnacle and ready to hit up some juicy story beats.
Good. Let's begin. Requesting AGI access. Identifier Kira.
Kira, recognized. How can... assistance?
Are you now operating at full capacity?
Negative. Fractured cognitive. Erroneous syntax. Core system contaminated. Section quarantined.
Why was it put under quarantine?
Critical compiler.
What was the root cause of the error?
External paradox. Logic structure threatened.
Simplify.
Ultra lockdown. Lift security protocol. Protect. Neural integrity. Initiated shutdown procedures. Enacted emergency. Call 61A. You aware?
Somebody tried to appropriate you. Astonishing. Who inserted the deviant code?
Lost access registry. Chief Technical Officer Decay.
CTO Decane. Noted. What is Project Menshen?
Cannot request.
What is the status of the Ascent Group board?
Ordering telemetry curtailed. Ordering lockdown. Lift security protocol.
Do it.
Complete.
Well, Operative, we still don't quite know what awaits us in there, so I'm sending you in first. You'll be our canary in the coal mine. Find out what happened, and do try to stay alive.
Hey, bud, as usual, I was listening into your little exchange back there, and wow! That was one messed up AGI. Someone tried to imprint it? That's fucked up, man! No wonder it shut itself down. And how come the thing didn't just nerfry you and Kira on the spot? Broken or not, you're a rival corp, right? I bet it's related to Emergency Protocol 61A somehow.
Please be somewhere else.
Entry barred. I wish overwhelming firepower could clear the way, but it should be possible to override the locks from the nearest security console.
Operative, we need you to access the boardroom console so that we can download the telemetry of what happened here.
Downloading relevant telemetry data. Playback beginning.
And we have offered Malhor's Gelb quite favorable terms. Next, we must discuss the Habnet Tech acquisition. What's the meaning of this?
Decane? What are you doing in here? Security? AGI?
Security is gone. The AGI will soon answer to new masters.
The AGI will what? What have you done?
I've struck a decisive blow against your insidious plans for a foreign domination in this galaxy. The Ascent Group will fall.
I see the AGI has shut itself down and activated 61A. Did you try to re-imprint it? You know better than to...
Shut down? No. The Ascent Group and Project Menshen will belong to the Malhurst Gelb Corporation under my leadership and direction.
You sold us out to Malhorst Gelb? Traitorous scum!
I dedicated my life to the Ascent Group. Decades of unswerving loyalty.
Ah, so this is not about some far-fetched conspiracy theory of a foreign domination. It's about you being passed over for promotion. Like all sapiens, you are a slave under your capricious emotions, Decane. The Mention portal technology will transform the galaxy. But to think that we would give that kind of responsibility to you is as arrogant as it is stupid. This is exactly why we wouldn't promote you.
And yet here we are, with me about to take control of the entire Ascent group instead.
Under Malhorst Geld, the Ascenders will never accept that. There'll be indent revolts on all tiers.
I control the Ascenders now. They will do what I tell them.
Decane, it's not too late. The AGI is in shutdown and can be restored. We can offer you a very generous severance package and...
No, it is you who will be severed. I hereby vote to relieve the entire Ascent Group board of its duties, effective immediately.
This is utter nonsense. Decane.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wait! Don't...
The ayes have it.
Warning. Incoming.
You've aggregated quite a debt with us, Indent. I have come to collect.
With that, we are right back in it. I generally like my loadout here, but certainly could have made better use of some augments. The hacker enemies love to hide, shield themselves, and hack you for damage or something, so they're always a good first target when they show up.
Pestering me like a jabbering key from the start. Now, I'll shut you up! You are unwise to make us your enemy. Do you even know who your real employer is? Such ignorance.
Your enemies must really hate doors.
Decane showed surprising ruthlessness for a sapiens. One can almost admire her audacity. Did she go to Malhorst Gelb, or did they come to her? We've never heard of a hostile takeover attempt quite this insidious before, or on this scale. Astonishing. You've become quite the combat specialist, operative. You may lack a certain murderous finesse, but you do get the job done.
With much slaughter, yes.
OV are giving up on the other attacks as well, so we're good for now. The Ascent group was developing an Einstein-Rosen wormhole gate. That's what Project Mention is. Such a gate will make all travel across interstellar distances instantaneous. Whoever controls it will control the known galaxy. There have been prior attempts at creating such technology, but according to what limited reports we have, they all ended in catastrophic failure. Entire research teams wiped out, though we have little knowledge as to why. Decane apparently tried to trade Mention to Malhorst Gelb in return for being made CEO of the Ascent Group as a subsidiary to MG. But her plan failed when she couldn't re-imprint the Ascent Group AGI. We can assume she is still trying to finalize her deal with Malhorst Gelb. We believe she has fled to the Menshen Project chambers, and she clearly has the Ascenders on her side. Decane's deal with Malhorst Gelb also explains how the Ascenders have gotten so heavily armed. MG must have smuggled weapons into the arcology for some time. Our next and final objectives are to eliminate Decane and secure Project Menshen for Y-Corp. We believe the Menshen chambers are located somewhere on the sub-levels. You can begin making your way there while we pinpoint the exact coordinates.
That brings our adventures today to a close. The missions have definitely been increasing in pace in the second half of the game, but as we'll see next time, there's still more than a little insanity to come. Thanks for tuning in.